anyways. Welcome back to my playthrough of Super Mario RPG, the remake for Switch. In the last video, we left off in the area of Nimbus Land, well, having just survived the ferocious duel with the now very infamous Axum Rangers. And in the last episode, we left off coming back to Nimbus Land, but it wasn't for a specific reason. It's actually for something completely different. If you go up here, it'll tell you that the bus is undergoing repairs, but you have to actually to Nimbus Land to do something else first. So if we walk back all the way to that King and Queen that we went back to probably no more than 2 episodes ago. And I forgot to mention, I'm not doing full 100%. I know you're probably wondering, what about the super bosses? Because this is a blind playthrough, I don't feel like bothering with that. Ooh, actually. Hey, there's statues of everyone now. Yeah, remember those statues? Yeah, that was a cool thing. Oh, there we go. That took a while to get to, but it is what it is. Mom, Dad, were you able to find the star, dear? Yes, the Axum Rangers took it away from us, but we got it back again. That's wonderful. Now the Starway could be repaired, right? I guess not. You're still missing a piece, I take it. The last star. With the only piece left to look is Bowser Keep. Yeah, we know, but there's no way to get in. Believe me, we tried, but yes, even Mario can't jump that far. Alright, I'll let you use that's it, my dear. You should use the rail bus. Yes, Mal, the time has come for you to take the bus. When I was your age... Really? Are you sure it's alright? Of course, dear. I'll order the repairman to have it fixed by the time you leave. You simply help Mario and others get that last star. You bet, Mom. Come on, Mario, let's go. Alright. We do have an autosave, so we could either save in the side area or save in the Bowser's Cave. This is the area that I warned you about. Apparently in the original game, you could not return from Bowser's Keep again. Once you're inside Bowser's Keep, is either you complete that area and then gain access to a secret way to get out, or you just straight up die or something. This is the reason why we even made all those multi-saves before, as specifically for this part, so that we could return to Nimbus Land, do grinding if we need to. But honestly, there's quite a bit of grinding to do in Bowser's Keep anyways. So anyways, the bus has finally been repaired. We can start operating again. Prince Mal, I want to go to Bowser's Keep. Could you give us a lift, please? I heard the story from King Nimbus. You'll be there in no time. Alright. Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, he looks quite a bit different. It also looks more like a Key. It's the engine running. Oh, it's Periodic Kitten. Could you take Prince Mal to the entrance of Bowser's Keep? Of course. Can't wait to get this thing running again. Come on, Prince. Hop on board. And Mario... so... Tell me how 5 characters are able to fit on that. Maybe they're just hiding in the back of Mario just like everyone else does. Thank goodness it doesn't show that. Anyways, we're off to Bowser's Keep. Yeah, remember this area for the very first part of the game? As it turns out, this is one of the last dungeons. But it's not actually the true last dungeon, but it is a last dungeon. And yeah, Bowser already remembers stuff. The Sin of Boiling Lava. It's so nice to be home. Smithy's gonna play for stealing my splendid castle from me. Now, as with many of these later battles, we're gonna probably want to just use Geno and Mal from our stuff. Also, I'm gonna try and skip most of the battles here, because they're pretty dangerous. Although, there are a couple ones we may want to fight at least once, just to show you what I'm doing. In fact, I'll show you what those terrapins are like. But there's a chance we may have to do a lot of random battles in just this area alone. Also, we have a powerful version of Dino Bash now. You can pretty much just one-shot all these enemies. Yeah, we'll show one battle, I guess. Oh. Okay, that's a slightly stronger enemy. I'm gonna use Geno Flash instead of Dino Bash. Got it perfectly this time. They did not take much damage from magic at all. We're gonna have to melee attack them. That Terra Unch also did a lot. I'm just gonna group hug for safety. It's probably the easiest way to do that. Alright, at least we brought to one of those. Alright. Okay, we have to melee target the Frickies. Although it looks like they just have a lot of armor to about everything. Dude, that timing with that attack has been really weird for me to try and time. Alright, we got it. Forgive me, it's been another week since I've played this game, but thankfully it'll hopefully be the last week we do this. We only have 2 more places to go, and we'll be done. Mario's better with attack, so we'll go with that. Okay, I did not mean to rhyme, by the way. Mal's obviously gonna go with magic. You can see every battle is very dangerous. I have better places to grind, honestly, so I'm actually gonna play this first part more like you're actually supposed to. So that means we'll be actually avoiding a lot of encounters, because there's a random chance, yes, a random chance that we'll just get into a very big... Ooh, okay, apparently we confused all those people. No surprise, surprise, by the way. Using either this or GLS is what we're going to be doing on every battle again. It won't kill everyone, but it will, at the very least, deal with most enemies. And then we can just clean up the rest with melee attacks. And if we need to, Peach could always use a healing item. I'll use that so I save having to use one extra item. Alright. Anyways, we're gonna try and dodge most of the enemies. The main reason why is because, there's not really much treasures to find here anyway. And I'd rather not have to deal with, healing constantly. I didn't even time a single action. And then I got that instead. Alright. As you can see, when I haven't played this game for a while, it takes a really long time to do that. That lets me know that if I play this again, I should do other stuff. Geo obviously wants back. Ooh, nice healing mushroom. Now, this doesn't mean we're not going to find any chests. In fact, we're still going to find a ton of chests. Quite a bit, in fact. That's a spiky guy, so I can't really try jumping on him. Not like it matters. I have brought out Mario's jump quite a bit. Okay, here we go. We have the first save point. I have to skip a lot of that because there's just so much... There's so many monsters in here, it's not really worth fighting him. Alright. Thankfully, Kurako gives us a little break. Yeah, remember this villain from before? Now he actually has stuff to sell, and he also has, other stuff. Ooh, I have an idea. If we sell a mushroom, we'll barely be able to pick up... Actually, even better. I already mentioned, I am not going to be doing 100%. So, you know what? I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna sell all my equipment now. Anything that is in the minus range, we're just gonna sell immediately. Look at all these useless stuff we're definitely not gonna use. Maybe I'll keep Double Punch for the extra stuff, but I don't know. There is also some ultimate weapons you can find, but you can only find those later. Nurture Ring you actually want to keep, though. But you can get rid of sure, S, and this. We'll keep the work pants on Bowser for now. That one's... I'm gonna sell that, sure. So, I know some of these items we literally just bought. Anyways, with that, we could afford our fire shell. This time we are gonna equip it. This is the save from other thing, but I think now's the time to equip it, and we'll make our first save here. Make sure you save in a different spot than the previous one. Using this one, I guess, for reference. Because if you fail to get through Bowser's Keep and you have to actually leave to get something, then you'll have to waste a lot of time going back. So why did I do all of that? Well, as you might know, yes, this is a very infamous guide tab. You know what? I'm gonna let the game do an explanation. Of the 6 doors, 2 open onto action courses. You can handle a lot of action, right? 2 will lead you to battle courses. You can fight, right? And last 2 open onto puzzle courses. No sweat for a great puzzle solver like you, right? Once you choose a course, there's no turning back. The only way to know but assign a door is to walk ahead. You must pass 4 of the 6 courses to move ahead. We'll start with 3. Ooh, we got the quiz course. Yeah, I'm the quiz master, but you could call me Dr. T. You into coin collecting here? Sure. There are 21 coins in this box. We'll take turns removing them. The one who takes the last coin is the loser. You can grab 4 at once. When you want to grab only 1, 2, press A when you want to stop. Got it. And 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This should get you guaranteed. Yep, okay. So the idea is you want to count to like 20, and then when you get to 20, just stop there, and then you win. That's actually one of the easier ones to do. This one is actually probably the easiest part if you know what you're doing. Yes, magic buttons. This is basically, like some sort of chest remover thing. You pretty much just have to remove all the buttons, but thankfully it's pretty easy. If you're really confused, just do what I do. As long as you leave one up, yeah. It's pretty easy. Obviously you want to get the quiz doors, because it is really easy to clear them. Now this one is very tricky. We'll go ahead and show the instructions. Hit ball, you'll leapfrog into adjacent ball, which will then disappear. Keep making balls disappear until one remains. You can't pick a ball into a space occupied by another ball. The ball always leapfrog into another ball. Got it? It's very tricky. This part is really tricky. This is one of the trickiest parts in the entire game. And I do mean it. This is one that I might mess up a little bit. Who knows? It's hard to get an approximation of where you actually need to kick each one. So I might have to actually think about this for a bit. Well, for sure I want to get rid of this, or else I'll definitely fail. If I do this, I'll be able to get this one out later. If I do that one, I should be fine there. And then I should just probably faint. As you can tell, I'm not the biggest brain. Oh wait, hang on. I think I found out something. Yeah, okay, hang on. If we kick this here. There are many different solutions for this one, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we kick this one over here and we should win. Alright, got it. He even says simple as ABC. Exactly, mate. Alright, so every time you finish something, you get a unique item. And then, ooh, we can't leave. That's another thing that you need to note is, you can't leave a challenge once you've gone through. So this is like the biggest, nastiest part of all of Bowser's Keep is these stupid rooms. Now, in the original, there was a way to manipulate them to avoid battle doors. Oh, I have that. Oh, okay, that's a trick. So, as you can see, whenever you jump, you can see where you're going. So, the idea of how to get here is to do other stuff. By the way, you can only get the treasures if you go through the right way. These can actually be the trickiest parts. If you fail in one of these doors too much, I'm not sure if that leads to a game over or not. Obviously, since you can't leave, failing in any of these will get, you know, a game over, obviously. But, like, what about the second one? I don't know. Okay, so jumping stops them. That's good to know. I'm personally probably just gonna focus on getting to the end. Some of these parts are a little bit too tricky for my liking, so I'd rather just focus on getting to the end first. Because if I could get to the end, then that's fine. By the way, this is a really infamous spin-off. Yeah, we're playing Donkey Kong, apparently, but in 3D. Just like Donkey Kong, you have to avoid both falling and regular barrels. This is actually probably one of the trickiest parts, because normally you have ladders to cheese certain parts of the game. But in this mode, he tries to cheat a lot. Got him. Alright, got him the second try. That's not bad, and we already completed that. So we have to complete 4 of the 6 doors to get that. Ooh. Now, we got a rock candy the first time, but that super slap is something completely different. This is actually Peach's ultimate weapon, by the way. I don't think she can wield anything stronger than this, so yeah. I'm gonna go for 1. I just want to be silly. Ooh, we found Topper again. Hey, it's me, the Quizmaster, and it's quiz time. Alright. Sure. I'll give you 12, count them, 12 questions. If you're right, the block you're staying on will move up, but if you blow it, you go down 2. You have 5 seconds. Answer, you'll move down 1. Reach the 8th step within 12 questions and you've won. Got it. This is actually a tricky part, if you don't know, but most of this is typically just stuff that you already know. This is a tricky one. Can't wait till what season? Okay. Which monster does not appear in Boosta's Tower? Terrabin. That's pretty obvious. Like that. No. Okay. This is pretty tricky. A lot of this is something that you have to remember. Also, there's completely random stuff. I actually don't like this one. Let's see. Not that. Probably one of those. I know Terrorize is really early on. Red. Alright. Let's see. Hey, at least... Okay, so it's not a game over. That's what I was worried about. Okay, so we just fade back here. It doesn't change the door, by the way. When you find a door, it will not change. Okay, here we go. Something different for a change. We get... I was actually hoping I would find a battle door just because I do need to... I still want to kind of gain some levels, and that'll help balance out this video more to do other stuff. The battle doors are pretty easy, though, in this. Like I said, we're pretty much just going to use non-stop AoE to clear through them all. And as you might have noticed, if you get game over on all of them, there you go. You don't actually fully game over in this unless you die to a boss, I think. That means you can continue on even after 9. It'll just send you back to the start, and then you can choose a door again. And another thing is, yes, I avoided going to door 1 again, because the doors never actually change in this. So it's not required to specifically do any of the other doors. So I could skip the Liz one if I want to, and I definitely want to do that, because that is actually really, really devious. For those of you who don't know, the quiz is extremely RNG. They just randomly give you a series of questions, which I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's like 20 or 30 different questions, and you get 12 of them. That is a lot to memorize. Obviously, it's easy if you already know most of them, but having to figure out which of those is easy and which of those is not easy is very tricky. Especially a blind playthrough, like, you probably would want to skip that door 100% of the time until you've, like, actually take the research to go into the fashions. Because, obviously, when you know what the answers are, it's pretty easy, but if you don't know what the answers are, it's pretty tough. I forgot to try jump on them. We do want this particular combination for later, because I know there's a really good... The protect everyone from one move can actually come in handy for a later boss. So I think Geno, Peach, Mario are like the optimal combination for most of these battles. It just gives us the survivability we need. And again, for most of these, when you can use Geno Blast completely, it's one of the easiest ways to clear most of the enemies. Now we can use, also we can now use that flower jar that we got from earlier. If you're wondering why I keep delaying the use of flower jars, is because used correctly, they can actually act as a way to restore your flower point. These doors are definitely longer, by the way, than the other ones, but I honestly don't mind it. You get our experience from it. Now, there used to be a way where you can manipulate the game to give you a set pattern where you would know which doors are battle doors and which ones are not. And then you could just play for this entire part without even getting a single battle door, but honestly, you can only realistically do that in the original game. They don't have Geoblast with the Armter yet, then it's kind of silly, because by this point in the grind, you should easily have Geoblast by now. Even in the speedrun, it probably wouldn't be any different. Most of these battles are just Geoblast and then use melee attacks to clean up the rest. It's not really any difficult than a Ray of playthrough. In fact, like I said, once you get Geoblast, you pretty much have already won. Alright. Alright, well, our characters are starting to level up again. Peach just leveled up. Give her magic. She seems to be good at both melee and magic, which is interesting. I still prefer Jester though, because of her powerful healing abilities though. As you can see, this is a really tedious series of battles. These repeat about 3 or 4 times. There's 3 rooms of about 3 battles each, so you can see why this is something speedrunners want to try and avoid. The AoE thing didn't activate. Obviously, sometimes if you time it perfectly, you can hit the other enemies too. That's actually a cool thing that wasn't added in the original, being able to splash other enemies with damage. That actually lets you do certain parts faster than in the original. But it makes up for the fact that this game probably doesn't seem as broken as the original. Okay, since these die from pretty much any attack, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna waste my extra MP on this. I'm actually just gonna use this. For those of you who don't know, the Dry Bones' mechanic is they can't be defeated by anything else, but the moment you hit them with any magic attack, they die immediately. So the easiest way to deal with them is just use Mal's Thunderbolt, and just like that, they all die very quickly. Honestly, I shouldn't need to worry about that. If I need to switch back, I can switch back to Geno in the middle of the battle. Though Mal might not get to go first, yeah. You know what? That's fine. Let's show a different attack for once. We never really got to use the Ultra Fireball. It's just like the regular Fireball, but it is AoE and hits multiple enemies. After this attack, we'll just switch back to Geno in the battle. So we'll switch Mal out for Geno. That's also something that wasn't in the original. Originally, your party was set once you entered the battle. But in the remake, it's not set, so you can switch between characters. This actually allows for strategies you couldn't do in the normal game. I think we should just have enough for the end of the battle door. Oh yeah, that's right, there's this guy as well. We don't want to do anything to him other than using jumps, so let's use the super jump on him. And I messed that up badly. You can tell I'm not really ready for doing super jumps. Alright, I need to immediately restore FP. I think this is actually probably a better time to use the Royal Syrup than anything, since it automatically does our stuff. Got him. Let's use Cleansing Juice on Mario so he can do full damage, froze jump, and then try to super jump again. Okay. That's not working. I think we could still use jump, we'll just have to use the leg gear jump or something. Now these enemies are pretty nasty since they have almost exclusively magic attacks, but just like other As they are really weak to jet. Okay, that did a lot more, so that's what I'll do from now on. Honestly, if you can time super jump perfectly, you can kill it in a single attack. The super jumps, by the way, are probably the biggest reason why I won't 100% in the game, because one of the items you can only get by essentially getting 100% of all the other stuff. Okay, we got Gino's ultimate weapon, which is nice. Cool. We got that. Although, technically, if you got a battle door, there was technically a way to not have to go for all the battles. You could actually just take deaths during certain ones and just not even have to deal with them at all. Alright. Looks like we got both battle doors, but that's fine. I don't really care. Because again, we'll just Geo Blast everything down anyway. This is actually a nice way for us to level up. This is why I didn't grind, because I knew these battle doors were probably going to come. Alright, we're getting better with the action command again. Alright. There we go. I feel like Gino in particular is built for this part. There's just so many AoE battles to do that it feels silly to not have him using this. It also helps that he's going first each battle, so he can immediately use it at the start of each battle. Alright, I'm gonna use this twice. To quickly recover FP and then continue through. If you're wondering why we had so many FP items saved up before, this is one of the most useful places for them, obviously. This is a lot of battles to do in quick succession, so you want to have things to restore your FP so you can keep doing this on every single battle. By the way, this is not going to be the full part of Bowser's Keep. We'll probably save the ending for a bit later. But other than that, yes, all of the battle doors seem to act very similar to one another. I don't like these guys. I'm just gonna use Flash on them. You can tell I hate the jellyfish a lot. That's because they have one of the strongest magic attacks in the game, so yeah, I'll just Geo Blast them to try and get them down. They just have really strong magic. We're starting to get rain items though, and some of them can even just completely nullify attacks altogether. Alright. Once we do finish Bowser's Keep, we do get the ability to leave. In fact, we can return to either Bowser's Keep or area at any time, so that's something that's cool. You could do that in the original as well, but in both versions you have to get through it first before it'll let you leave. Alright. I'd say most of these battles are pretty easy if you have Geno leveled up enough. They're not any difficult, they're mostly just enemies you've already faced before. Again, there are a couple of battles where if one survives, it's fine. You can just use Mario or Peach to finish them off. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Alright, those lava bubbles they destroyed us before? Yeah, much stronger now. Well, it's us that is destroying them. Pizzas, we've only seen them like one other time. They're pretty tough to fight, but you could technically fight them by doing some weird tricks. Most of the time you cannot directly fight them though, in the field. Except for that one time I mentioned from a previous video. Alright, anyway. Store FP once again. Back into the next battle. At the end of this, we'll probably use other stuff. If something still survives after the end of the set, we might use a healing item on Peach, or I guess rather have Peach use her group bud to heal up. Alright. Mario's gonna be exclusively melee attack. Val needs magic. Alright. We'll be using AoE spells a lot sooner than you think in a new upcoming battle as well. We did get an item called a rock candy. I thought I had found one before, but apparently that's in like probably one of the secret chests that I missed. Alright. That was probably the last one, right? Okay, cool. We got a drill claw. This is probably something from Bowser, imagine. Yeah. Hey, we got that. We're gonna use that, and Mario somehow got fully healed from that, but Peach did not. That was really weird. Okay, then. Yeah, like, the rest of the characters did not get fully healed. Oh yeah, and right there, just to make sure you're not doing any silly things. Up until this point, there was already a point of no return. Now it's definitely a point of no return. It's either we finish Bowser's Keep or we don't finish it. We'll go to do the first part right now, though. So this guy who's been following us around is Kavek. By the way, he is Kavek in the original, but now he's being called Wizakoopa. So this is where he went off to. This is Smithy's castle. No trespassers allowed. Alright. Let's use Party Energizer. This is one of the first battles we want to use this on. The others maybe not so much. But we'll definitely want to use that. We'll have those first two probably attack, and then we'll use Chino probably to use as magic, I guess. Yeah, we want him to probably use the beam attack. Okay, that's doing a lot. Actually, the melee attack did more than a jump. Yeah, okay, we're not using jump on this guy anymore. He's brought a friend with us. Alright. If we use this, we should be able to hit Magic Koopa in the back, right? Got him. Okay, as you might have guessed, he's not really that tough of a boss. Probably didn't need to use the Energizer. We'll save one more Verfane for later, but Yoshi we'll be using specifically later. Wiz Koopa. Where am I? Bowser, hello, how have you been? I made it back here somehow, but seems like I've been brainwashed or something. I can't seem to remember anything. Done something wrong? Don't worry about it. Let's just put it behind us. It's great running into a loyal minion like you. Glad, looks like you got some tough new minions now, but my magic is still... Yo, watch this. This magic treasure box will never run out of coins. Just keep on hitting it. Be here if you need me. Come by whenever you want to regenerate your HP or magic. So he's a free heal, effectively. And just like he said, if you hit the block, you will get treasure coin things. Based off of the setup, it's about... yeah, maybe 1 coin at a time. It is a bit slower than just farming other stuff normally, but that's something you can do. And just like he said, if you talk to him, you get a free heal. Alright, now we're gonna save, and that's actually gonna be the end part of the first part of Bowser's Keep. We're not actually gonna finish the game yet, sorry, but in the next episode, I promise you we'll do something more interesting, so... until then, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!